my babies, hi, and welcome back to another Sunday in Mimosa. Today's Sunday in Mimosa is when you become karma's karma. Thou shall not judge, okay? So today we're going to be speaking about a lady named Elle, but she calls herself Karma. So me and her met back in 2008, I want to say it was like the end of 2008. And one of my cousin's ex-boyfriends had invited me to join his poetry group on Facebook. So when I joined the group, I didn't drop anything at first. I was just kind of like reading everybody else's stuff. And I was like, okay, some dope people in here. I kind of like skimmed through it though. So one day I decided to drop something because I was like, yeah, I'm going to post something today. So I dropped something and people in the group, they was fucking with it. They was like, yo, shorty, you're dope. And then AM, that's my cousin's ex-boyfriend, he was like, yeah, this dope, this, that, and the third. And he tagged Karma. He was asking her like, do you like it? Here she come hating, something, oh, it was mediocre, it needed some work, this, that, and the third. I said, who the fuck this bitch thinks she is? So I went through the group and I went to go read some of her stuff and I critiqued it. And then that turned into an argument up under my post. Okay? So we kept going back and forth for a few hours because back then, baby, okay, I had the time. I'm going to chomp your head off. I'm going to chew it up, okay, and I'm going to floss afterwards. I had the time. So we was going back and forth, but I got tired of arguing. So every time like she would say something, I just started responding to her in bars instead of like just plain out arguing. So like she would get irritated with me because she would say something and then I just start dropping bars on her, responding back to her. And she got so mad. And like I buried her and people were like, ooh, you gonna take that, Karma? Like people was coming and like instigating and stuff. And she kicked me out the group. And she was like, well, shorty, you shouldn't go back and forth with somebody when they're an administrator of the group. And she kicked me out. Yeah. So I said, all right, bet, fuck that. And I told her, I said, all right, so you could kick me out. So I'm going to start my own group. And that's what I did. So I started my own group. And when I say it was so fire, it was so fire. I had even added AM in there. He was like, yo, your group was way better than mine. Like, when I say people were participating, because I added rappers, lyricists, singers, producers, like battle rappers, like poets. I had a little bit of everybody up in there. People were connecting and networking. And it was dope as fuck. It was dope as fuck. Like, we had battles and everything. Like, I was undefeated, and still to this day on Facebook, I am undefeated in Facebook group battles. Like, you're not fucking with the kid. You're not seeing me, period. But I wasn't boastful about the shit. I was actually quite very humble with it, but I'm like, ain't nobody about to beat me. I'm not gonna let it happen. Okay? Like, I even battled somebody. I had an old name. My old stage name was Lyrical Killer. I even battled a group. Remember when Facebook had the IMs? I battled a guy over my name because his name was Lyrical Killer too, and we battled right there in the instant message on Facebook. And he was like, "I bet." He said, "We're gonna battle." He said, "And whoever win." He said, whoever win get to keep the name. And it was just me and him. We the only people that saw that shit. And we battled. We went 3 rounds. And he was like, damn, shorty, I gotta give it to you. He said, man, I gotta change my name. He changed it. And he changed it. Like, when I say I'm undefeated, baby. And I was like, all right, bet. So, like, we had the group popping and stuff. And, like, people, like I said, we would battle. People would promote their stuff or just express ourselves. Like, we had something like new that we wanted to drop, we would try it out in the group, whether it was poetry or maybe a rapper was going to the studio and he would come and drop a few of his bars or her bars just to see if people was fucking with it. Like, it was a great place for creatives to bounce off of each other, to bounce like good positive energy off of each other. Even with the battles, like far as with the first group, because I ended up having 2. But far as with the first group, the battles were respectful. Like, guys would come at me so hard, though. They're like, oh, Nina thinks she's so good. She thinks she's better than everybody when it come to, like, rapping and poetry and stuff. So the guys, when they would battle me, they would go hard body. Like, they would not go light on me. And I'd be bodying their ass, okay? Like my guy friends, they be inboxing me like, Nina, that nigga getting disrespectful. I'm about to check his out. I'm like, yo, we battling. I was like, I got it. They're like, all right, check that nigga. And they're like, he getting disrespectful. I don't like the way he coming at you. Because they would come at me hard, but I would handle myself, though. Like, I don't give a fuck that you a guy and you think I'm soft because I'm a girl, nigga. I'm about to body you with these bars. The fuck you mean? Okay? The fuck you mean? So, yeah. Like I said, I am undefeated, though. And I even ended up battling one of Karma's friends named Ty. And me and Ty are actually still cool to this day. But like when he first came up in my group, because AM added him, like he had an attitude and he knew I was a person that was going back and forth with Karma. So I mean, naturally he was being loyal to her and holding her down. Then he realized, like, damn, because one day we had a conversation. He was like, you actually cool as fuck. And she was trying to make it seem like you was like a bad person. Which is something I'm used to. Bitches do that shit to me all the time. Be concocting lies. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm chill as fuck. Okay? I'm chill as long as you don't push that button. I'm chill as fuck, yo. So, I found out she was still popping shit. Okay? So, I told y'all before catfishing was the thing. Okay? Cause she was mad because she heard my group was popping. Okay? My group was creating some buzz. She was mad. Okay? She was mad. And so she was still popping shit. So, I mean, I did something petty. And I told y'all before catfishing was a thing, I was a catfisher. I didn't know that's what it was called back then. So, I knew she was gay. And I knew she liked women. So, I went on Tag before Tag turned into the sex website that it is now. Tag was like MySpace back in the day. And I found this girl from St. Louis. I gave her a nickname. I created a fake Facebook profile. Added some people to make it look like it was a real. And yeah, I ended up reeling her in just to be petty. Okay, that was the last time I did that. I only did it to 2 people. One was when I was 18, the second one I was 19. And that's the only time I did that. Okay, I'm not out here catfishing people today, but don't push me, bitch. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. I ain't got time to be catfishing people. But yeah, she ended up liking me a lot, and I was actually being myself. That's a bad thing. I was actually being myself. She just didn't know she was talking to me. And I mean, it was fun. I was like, listen, I know it wasn't the mature thing to do, but I was 19 at the point in time. Like, bitch, you sitting there popping shit. Yeah, I'm about to catfish you. Now you done fell in love damn near. Okay? And now she want to meet and link up and this, that, and the third. And I mean, it was easier to catfish her because I was a chick and she didn't know what my voice sounded like. So I could just get on the phone. And she kept trying to get me to get on the phone. Like, I'm busy and this, that, and the third. And I mean, everybody knew I was catfish. Everybody but her. Everybody who knew about the situation on my end, they knew I was They're like, you still catfishing that girl. And like, it was my sister's phone. Because she had an extra phone. So I used the phone and the phone number. And then when she gave the phone to Matt, because remember, my sister and Matt used to date. So when she gave the phone to Matt, Matt was going through all the old text messages and stuff. He was like, yeah, Nina, what's up with this? I was like, yo, listen, okay? Okay, then I had to explain the whole story. He's like, you was texting the girl and this, that, and the third. At the point in time, I was with my ex-fiance. And he just shaking his head at me like, yo, you petty as fuck for this shit. But I mean, shorty, okay, don't push me. Okay, don't push me. Yeah, she kept trying to link up with me and talk on the phone. I kept coming up with excuses. And eventually I did stop texting her. Okay, because like I said, I was just being petty. And I got bored with it. I shouldn't have did it. I know, but I did it. Okay, I did it. Okay, I don't claim to be perfect. Perfection is an illusion. So she ended up popping back up like a year and some change later. And somebody added her. I don't know. No, she requested to be added to my group. I guess she got tired of hearing about it. So she requested to be added to my group. But by that point in time, I had forgot about her. And it was late too. It was like 10 o'clock at night when she requested it. And like the group was quiet. Like people chilling and shit. Wasn't nobody posting at that point in time. When I say people used to post all day in there. People used to post all day in there. So I'm like, what the fuck this bitch want to be part of my group for? Fine, fuck it. And I accepted her request. I said, I'm going to let the bitch come in here. I accepted her request. She come in there posting on the wall. Well. Okay, listen. With all that announcing who you are, these people don't even know who you are. And like she being slick and sly. And then she said something like, I bet you ain't going to want to battle me, huh? And so everybody in my like, Nina, who the fuck is this? You know who that? Yeah, I know who the chick is. Okay, I know who the chick is. I'm like, she got beef with me back in the day because I was shining on her ass and she ain't like it. So me and her commenting, going back and forth. I'm like, so what's up, yo? And basically she saying she want to battle. I ain't bet. I said, that's what you want. I said, let's battle. Because she never battled me. I was spitting bars at her back in the day. And she was just arguing with me. It's like, and the whole thing was, her ego was hurt because she felt like she was the best, this, that, and the third. And she wasn't about to let nobody come and step on her territory because she was the queen in that group. Okay, well, shorty, now you in my group and now you in my territory. And so, I mean, she invited me to a battle and I accepted. Okay? But the crazy thing is we did it right there on the wall. We going back and forth and stuff. And I'm like, yo, you still stuck on that shit in the past, this, that, and the third. I'm like, I forgot all about that shit. And she was like, yeah, you thought you was nice and this, that, and the third. And she said, I'm going to have to show you that you ain't as nice as you think you are. I said, oh, that's a challenge. And she was like, you up to it? I was like, well, let's do it. So everybody start inboxing me. Because I'm thinking everybody sleep. I'm like, they're going to see this shit when they wake up. Because it's like 11 o'clock by this time. Everybody inboxed me, Nina, you better murk her, yo. You better go in. She popping that shit. You better go. But we were still respectful, though. We were more respectful with each other this time. But, like, you could tell we had tension back in the day. We definitely had. Okay, we may not have had full-blown beef. We at least had beef sausage, though. Okay, we at least had beef sausage. And they was like, yo, you better handle her. You better go in, Nina. She coming in here. You the queen. You better let her know who the queen is. I like, yo, chill. I got this. Okay? So we end up battling. We go 3 rounds. That's the rule. We go 3 rounds. And usually we have people vote on it. Nobody even voted, yo. By the time, because she went first. And then I went. And, she went. Then I went. Then she went. And then I went. And I said, bet, you shouldn't have let me go last. Okay? You shouldn't let me go last. Don't let me go second, bitch. I'm going to murk you. Okay? And when I put my last one up for the 3rd round, she came back and she was like, yo, shorty, she said, I got to give it to you. She said, you got really, really good. She like, you a beast. She said, I got to give it to you. She said, you won. She said, respect, yo. Exactly. Honey, turn my hater into a fan. She said, respect, yo. She said, yo, you got really, really good. I said, no, I've been good. I said, you just ain't want to acknowledge it back then, but I appreciate it, though. And ever since then, we've been all right. As far as I know, she moved down here. She got married. She was in the Navy. And now she got divorced. But I mean, I ain't got no issues with that lady. Okay? I ain't got no issues with that lady. But she had to give me my props, and rightfully so, baby. Because shorty don't play when it comes to that pen. God put a gift in me, baby. And I make sure anytime I touch a mic, a keyboard, or a pen, I make sure that I use my God-given gifts to their full abilities. I don't play when it comes to music. I don't play when it comes to poetry. I don't play when it comes to nothing that I create, because I love what I do, and I love the fact that God chose me to do it. Okay? And this is what I mean by people be wanting to compete where they don't even fucking compare. Yeah, you could pick up a pen. Yeah, you could go to the studio. Yeah, you could get on the stage, but that don't mean that's what was meant for you. I was born to do this shit, yo. So the lesson is, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. No, no, for real though. No, for real though. Okay? But also, like I said, I turn my hater into a fan. Baby, let them pop their shit. Let them say you ain't good enough, or you ain't qualified, or you'll never make it, or you ain't this and you ain't that. Okay? Baby, I'm here and put up or shut up. Show them what you working with, baby. Let your work speak for itself. Show them what you working with, baby. I improved so much because I was good back then, but she right, I did get better. I became a beast because I kept battling people, so that sharpened my skills. Okay, that's why I tell y'all, don't just go to work 9 to 5 and work somebody 9 to 5 and don't at least every day give your shit at least an hour, 4 hours, some time. Keep perfecting it. Keep working on it. Who cares how many likes you get or don't get? Who cares how many people clap and how many people boo, baby? Long as you keep getting better. Long as you keep growing. Long as you keep walking in your purpose, that's all that matters. As long as you keep walking in your purpose and you keep working on what God told you to work on and you keep following that blueprint, you naturally gonna get better. You naturally gonna master your skills and you will turn your haters into your fans. I said, think about it. I'm hearing this, the God in me. You better walk in them God-given gifts and let them know who sent you. Love you, babies. Mwah.